Ledger, and we're here today for the Heebner School update. I'm joined by elementary principal Diane Cox, high school principal Robert Craig, middle school principal Grant Rawls, athletic director Jim Roll, and we've got Superintendent Ed Wilson on speakerphone. Say hello, Ed.
Hey guys, how's Wolf Nation doing? How's everybody back there in the boardroom? We're glad to hear you guys, and that if you're ready, we'll just take off and we'll get started here a little bit today. And we just wanted to meet and give everybody an update. I appreciate Craig Hall and the Heebner Ledger by arranging this weekly live Wolf Nation update, and I appreciate being able to remote in today as well. So that's an awesome blessing and stuff. So just kind of want to go around. We'll do our usual round table that we usually go through, and we'll kind of get started. But first and foremost, I'm going to start off here with just letting everybody know that hey, we're appreciative of the cooperation that we've had from our community, and and all of our parents and guardians as we get ready to prepare for the school year of 2020 and 2021. So anyway, Diane, I'm going to start with you. It's good to hear from you, Diane.
Okay, yeah, I thought I wasn't going to be here today, and we made some changes in our plans. One of the main things that I want the parents to understand is that, we've always had an open door policy, they come to the classrooms and everything, but we don't want them to think that we don't want them to come into the buildings and into the classrooms. It's just that we have put so much work into making plans for our social distancing and everything that we're going to ask that they not come into the building unless they come straight to the office, and they can call. We'll make arrangements for any time they need to meet with the teacher, but it's not that we don't want them there, it's just that we're just trying to take every precaution that we can to keep everyone safe and healthy. And then, okay, and then to comment a little bit about our students that have chosen to go virtual, I hope it makes the parents feel comfortable to know that those students, they're going to have a teacher. They have a teacher assigned to them, the same as if they were in the classroom. We're going to try to make this virtual be as close to being in the classroom as we possibly can. And so we have a training day set up to help these parents. I think with the 5th grade down, maybe the parents and the students are going to need a little bit of help getting started on where to go to, how to get in there and get the lessons and everything. So on August the 18th at 9 o'clock in the cafeteria, Aaron Scroggins and Jorina Stapp's going to do some training with the families, and we'll be practicing social distancing and everything there. So anyone that wants some help to start getting set up and getting their Chromebooks and everything, we're going to do that on August the 18th. And we'll also give you the teacher's plan period and their email and any other contact information and help that the families may need to do the virtual learning from home at that time.
Yeah, that's a great idea. We just we're very appreciative of having that parent orientation and to get our parents, especially our younger parents and guardians, that haven't had had that opportunity yet to do the virtual learning and to see it set up and to get those questions answered and that, and also to get our devices quite possibly in hand.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Did you have anything else?
No, that's all for me.
All right, we're going to move on now to Mr. Rawls in our upper elementary.
Well, just kind of reiterate, what Ms. Cox was saying. We highly suggest the parents that has virtual students to come in on that 18th, because there's going to be some questions that you're going to have, and gives us a chance to answer them there. And like I said, we will be practicing social distancing and wearing face masks to help out with that. Also, we want to make sure that if you have any questions for your virtual students, teachers, we're going to give you a list of their planning periods to call on the planning period times, so not to interrupt the regular classroom time to, stop the learning from the other students. We're here to help you. We're here, like she said, we want you up here. We really do. But for the safety of your kids and the staff, and for you, we just gonna have to ask you to, let us know when you come up and see if we can't set up a meeting. Also, talk about the layers of, protection for your kids. We're gonna have hand sanitizers going into all the rooms and, air purifiers in the rooms. The faculty wearing masks. Understand that students this time is not mandatory by the State Department, but is highly recommended, So, we're gonna do everything we can to help them out. Of course, we'll be doing their temperature checks and, we're giving them more time in between classes. Hopefully we can divide up some classrooms to, go take the restroom breaks and the water breaks, not put everybody in the hallway at the same time. So, we're doing several things and, we're still learning too. This is new for all of us. So if you have an idea, do not hesitate to give us a call and, see what we can do and go from there. That's all I have, Mr. Wilson.
All right, Frank. Thank you, Mr. Rawls. Appreciate it. All right, how about Mr. Craig with the high school? Give us an update.
Okay, my thing's mostly on getting ready for school and the safety of it. Parents, students at Heber Public Schools,
No, you're still there.
we are counting on this year to be a great year. Even though we don't know how it's turning out with everything happening around here, but we want it to be a great year at the school and the high school. Your safety is our main concern at school. We are doing everything possible to keep you from COVID-19. We have put air purifiers in all the classrooms. The classrooms have been sanitized and will be sanitized daily. The buses have been sprayed with a germicide and will be sprayed daily. Every student's temperature will be checked every morning to see who has a fever where they can go home to get well and not spread the sickness. We have hand sanitizer in all the classrooms for your use, and you are encouraged to use it several times a day. And we have a bottle in front of the office and for your use also. We also recommend all students to wash their hands several times a day with soap and water. Teachers and staff will be wearing masks or a face shield to help stop the spread. Students, you are not mandated to wear a mask at school, but we encourage you severely to wear a mask for your benefit. But everyone who rides a school bus has to wear a mask while they are on the bus. All teachers and staff are looking forward to seeing all of the returning students and getting to meet the new students who are just now coming to Heber. Everyone believes that today or together this will be the best year ever, and you're the ones that help make it.
Okay, you back now?
I lost you there.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, we can hear you. I'll put you by the other phone.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Craig just got through with his part.
Very good, okay, all right. All right, well, let me know when you're ready.
We're ready. I think Jim's up next.
All right, Jim Rose, let's hear something about athletics. So,
Well, with the old adage, no news is good news. That's about all I have. We're planning on going forward. I'd like to talk maybe just a minute about our Heber Athletic garage sale. We decided to move it to the fitness center because of rain. We just asked, when you come in, we'll have sanitizers, and we just ask you, practice social distancing. And other than that, I mean, you'll probably know as much as I know, but before I know if something happens in sports. It seems to pass a lot faster than his other news. So right now, no news is good news.
yes, sir, that's good. All right, then. Thank you for that update.
You're welcome.
And, well, all right. Well, hey, we appreciate that update there from all of the buildings, and they all touched on a lot of good things, because, here's one thing that we do know, okay? But what we do know, guys, listen out there, Wolf Nation, and I hope everybody can hear me very well. Greg, can everybody hear pretty good today?
I think so. It's shown that you have pretty good volume.
All right, good deal. Well, here's what we know. Listen, this is unprecedented times, and we've never opened a school year. No one on staff, no one that we, even in our great state of Oklahoma that we're aware of, has opened a school year like this kind of year. don't have, none of our parents, none of our guardians, you know what I'm saying, the students, they've never sent their kids, to a school, year, that's beginning like this. So we know that there's a lot of things that, that's the reason why we keep touting that we want to be flexible. We've got to be able to have that understanding, you know what I'm saying, and that cooperation. And so we're very appreciative of that with our community patrons so far. And, and just to hear a little bit about, about the different layers of protection, there's 3 options out there for education at Heber Public Schools. And, we have the traditional setup, the face-to-face. We have a blended learning opportunity that we have seen several of our older kiddos take advantage of it. And then we have the true, the virtual, the component as well. So every aspect, there's 3 opportunities, 3 different options, 3 different choices for parents and students, in our school district to be able to be educated. And so you can see that, each week we meet twice a week and we try to come up with different ideas and things that, how are we going to, what are we thinking about, what about this, just like getting that parent orientation, for the virtual, that's a great brainstorm, for us to get together and get our parents that, the virtual opportunities, and the digital learning is going to be something, new. So here, let's help them. Let's answer these questions. And we're going to be available all year long as well. But as we proceed, we thought that it would be a great idea to get that information out there. Last week, when we had our weekly Facebook Live update, we had one of our parents ask, hey, can we see, what a room may look like, because we know that we're going to be limiting the access of the outside, parents and whatnot, entering the building like a traditional open house. So, our leadership team got together and came up with an outstanding idea about a virtual open house, and so we're going to schedule that as we get ready to proceed to the open. Now, when it comes to open, we want everyone to realize that, we have taken a layered approach of precautions. You've heard each site mention some of those layers and listen, it's something that's in the process. It's something that's in the, it's going to, it's in the work and the development, and we'll keep on, I'm sure, adding to it as we get guidance from, the Oklahoma Health Department. We're in contact with our local health department office. Go ahead. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you good.
Okay. All right, good. And we have, we've been in contact with our local health department. We've also, helping, they're getting us, keeping us abreast of, number of cases, throughout our county, and then even in our community. We're working with that, but, just the different layers of, like the temperature checks, and then, and trying to, get the social distancing, and we realize that, classrooms are going to be difficult areas, because of size, structure, number of students, enrollment, things like that. But, but those opportunities where we can maximize social distancing, we're taking great advantages and great steps to do that. But we do know that is, that's going to be hard, It is going to be hard. Kids want to be social, but we're going to have to, we're going to have to reiterate it, and homes are going to have to reiterate it too, that, hey, guys, listen, right now is not the time, and so we're just going to be working on it. Just like the mask, masks are recommended, highly recommended. On the buses, they're going to be, in those closed, defined areas, those buses, they need to be worn on buses. That seems to be a state health mandate for the buses and transportation, because, with the windows being down so air can move and circulate. We also, we sent out a picture, on our Apogee and on our school Facebook site about how, they've made purchases, all 3 sites have made purchases of these air purifiers, another layered approach, to purify the air, and to keep air moving and things, So, we're very appreciative of that. And I'll tell you, at the high school level, a big shout out to the graduating class of 2020. Mr. Craig may mention that later on, but the graduating class that just recently graduated was very instrumental in their purifiers for the high school and school year, and we're very appreciative of that. And so Also, the hand sanitizers, utilizing the hand sanitizers, the additional time, we can't stress it, adding that additional time in between classes, is going to make it to where not everybody is attending restroom or something, or even in their locker areas, and so, and one night, I was laying here at home, just trying to go to sleep and was sleeping, and then, and late at night, it just hit me, man, I should have taken that nap earlier. I had taken a nap, that one Saturday there, and then thought, man, I should take that nap because it made it hard for me to sleep. And all of a sudden, the word nap entered my head, and I'm sitting there thinking, okay, what are we going to do with our little ones when it comes nap time? Well, we have our admin meetings on Monday morning, and, I mentioned that to Ms. Cox, and this is how thankful I am for our faculty and our staff, because when I mentioned it, because we hadn't talked about it yet in our admin leadership meetings, but all I had to do was mention it, and guess what? The teachers and the lower elementary principal, Ms. Cox, they were already working on it. They were already devising plans about how these younger kids were going to be structured when they take their naps. So those are things that we're always seeing, that we're always, we're trying to envision, we're trying to see, we're trying to figure out, entry ways, when parents are dropping off kiddos, when we start school, and if you're in a traditional face-to-face setting. And so, anyway, those are always going to be fluid. We're going to be, we're going to see things that work, and we're going to see things that, we may have to adjust. And speaking of that, is one reason why we also, if you're aware out there, Wolf Nation, school for the students was supposed to start August the 10th. Well, we have pushed that start date for the students to August the 20th. And that was a direct result of two meetings this week with our administrative leadership team, and trying to think, one reason for the rationale behind was is that we're trying to have a one-to-one computer student, initiative where every student has a computer, and we've talked about this a little bit in the past, but we received a grant that allows us, a federal grant through the State Department of Ed, that allowed us to finish that purchase for these lower grades 5 and below through down to pre-K, a device, and being able to get that device in their hands. Well, of course, we had to order, the virtual components going nationwide because of the COVID-19 pandemic. It placed a stress on the availability of a lot of these devices, and so anyway, that delayed some of our newer devices coming in. Now, the good news is that we have on hand plenty of devices to get into the hands of our kiddos, but we thought if we could at least push that date back, that would give us that much more time to potentially get our newer devices in as well. Another benefit by pushing that date back was going to be giving ourselves that parent orientation, being able to get those schedules, those virtual schedules, to our instructors, those students that have opted for the blended and the virtual component, get that into their hands so they can be reaching out and setting and getting that. We do know that it's going to be fluid, and it's going to be, we're going to be, trying to learn here, learn there as we go. But we got all the faith, and and we know that our instructors and our administration, they have the plan in hand. So we're very thankful for that. And then the final thing too behind it also is that it gives us a little bit to where we can read the numbers hopefully at a local level, because if you watch that State Board of Education, you've seen that they didn't make any mandates on masks or anything. All they did was make recommendations, and so those recommendations are what we are to go by. Now you can school boards and local districts can make it mandatory, but we haven't seen that too much in our area. The one thing that we did notice though is that they kept talking about the Oklahoma State Health Department website that had the COVID-19 color code alert system, and so by also allowing it, by pushing our start date back to August 20th, that gives us an opportunity to be able to e-literacy, if you will, or to read the color code for our area and for our county, and other surrounding counties as well. And then that gave us a chance, and it still gives us a chance to work hand in hand with our local health department as we get ready to kick off the new year. And so there's just a lot of, we wanted to be able to get that date out. We hope that it didn't cause too much of a hardship by pushing it back from the 10th to the 20th. But we felt like that would give us more time, cut that distance in, getting our devices in, also give us more time just in preparations and opening up school. Because like we said before, we know that it's unprecedented. We've never opened up a school under circumstances like this. We know that parents across the, district, across the state, they've never sent their kids, to school with, circumstances like this. And so, we just need, we need each other's help. We need the help of our community, and I know the community needs the district's help as well. And so that's where we're geared to right now. We're proud to say that we've been working hand in hand trying to bring a daycare into our community, a larger daycare facility, and and to a place that that the district actually owns. We've had some individuals that are interested in setting up a business, and we think that that's going to be a positive for our community and our school district as well. So we're excited to be working with those individuals. We're just trying to kick off a lot of things. You've heard from the athletic side, extracurricular activities. You have a lot of people. That's extracurricular activities. That's a big component of a school system. There's a lot of great things that extend from that. But we also know that that could change at any moment because we just don't know what that's going to be like. But we do know that there's guidelines, and we do have a lot of individuals at the state level that that are willing to give us that information and share that information. So anyway, I hope that that's been very, very enlightening. We've been able to shed some light on where we're currently at, and how everything is going. And so, is there anything else? Have I missed anything, staff?
Mr. Wilson, I don't know if the parents know that if they get JOM supplies, school supplies for their kids, that those dates are the August the 5th and 6th from 9 to 2 here at the Scott Center to pick up that JOM supplies, August the 5th and 6th.
Thank you for that. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. One thing, about the temperature checks too, we did, starting off that, we ordered some, touchless thermometers, we've ordered several of them, but we've also found out, Wolf Nation, that, it takes a minute or two for those to reset. So we're also, we're also looking at devices that, actually they kind of scan as you pass through. You've heard anywhere that, anywhere from 30 to 40 students, per minute, as they pass through. And so we're looking at those. Those are, we've had a couple of demonstrations, and so we're hoping to, possibly see, if we can get those. Those are all added layers of just where we're trying to be. And sorry that I kind of chased that rabbit there a little bit, but it was in my notes, and I wanted to make sure that everybody knew that. Keep going. Anything else out there, staff?
Doesn't look like they have anything else said.
All right. Well, hey, I tell you what, I appreciate it. We just know that, again, it's unprecedented times. We've never opened. And, but, listen, this is the thing about it is that, we are taking those steps, and we're trying. And I'm just going to tell you, you're going to come in the door and have a mask on, okay? It's not mandated, but it's going to be recommended, Now, can I forget, obviously, about 3 different vehicles? I may not always have one, but to the best of my, ability, I'm going to try to be wearing that mask, and then when I'm up here at the school, yes, we know that, those different layers of mask, and to protect the staff, because that's what we got to look at, is also protecting our staff along with our student body. And so, we just want to try to do everything we can, and also educate our students. And so, anyway, Is there any closing remarks that, from high school? Anybody close? Ms. Craig, you got anything to close with?
No.
All right. How about upper elementary, Mr. Rawls?
No, sir, everything going well.
Good. Lower elementary, Mr. Cox?
Just looking forward to seeing everyone on the 20th.
Me too. That's gonna be something. All right, Coach Rowe,
Nope, we're ready to play.
ready to get after it, aren't we?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Wolf Nation. Well, we appreciate it again, Craig and at the Heber Ledger and the Heber Ledger. Thank you for doing this and setting it up for us.
Sure thing, Ed. And we will try and have another one of these next Thursday around 1:30 if everything goes as planned.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, well, thank you, and thanks to everybody that tuned in today.